team to win a title.
And they are certainly hoping that this game works out better than their first Super Bowl appearance. A 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, the back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 19 yards away. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They started on the ground with Ekeler, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's Ekeler again. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Running on first down, Eckler.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision here defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now it's Herbert.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 43 yards.
And the Chargers are on the board here in the Super Bowl.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This Super Bowl, of course, is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might know.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Touchdown!
Aaron Jones,
an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Looking downfield for Jones, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Herbert.
He's got Bellinger.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A give, Eckler running to the right. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Crosby on now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead and build it paid off.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And some space here. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this one is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. And he will will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the...
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert over the middle, caught by Bellinger. 20, 10. Touchdown, Allen! Daniel Bellinger, 65 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. His throw caught at about the 5. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert is going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately...
And now here's another interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At about the 32. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. It's been quite
quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Herbert on third down now. He's got Bellinger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On first down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.